just received this little package, my Father's Day gift. So I'm going to unbox it with you. Okay. The Gaahleri Airbrush. This is a nozzle that came with the deal. I guess it's an extra nozzle or a different nozzle. I think it's just an extra. And inside the outer box, we have the inner box. The Mobius 0.2 millimeter. This is Gaahlerie's top airbrush, I believe, right now. And this was my Father's Day gift. So here we go. And open her up and see what we have. Okay, we have a little customer card, dear customer. Nice. We have inside the lid a diagram of all the parts. Nice to have. Your quick start guide. Nice set of instructions. In appears to be multiple languages. And let's get this home out. And spare O-rings and Teflon seals. Nice. Always handy to have extra. Gaahleri lubricant. And the airbrush itself. The rubber cap. Gaahleri Premium Mobius 0.2. This thing looks like a piece of jewelry. Back valve feels smooth. Oh, the trigger's like butter. That's nice. And I love the detail here. Of course, that's just aesthetic. It's, you know, it doesn't actually add anything to the function, but it's still nice to have something beautiful. I like that it has the cavity here to access the needle bearing, like you know, similar to the Iwata microns. The square trigger is very comfortable. And let's see. Let me pull this foam out so I can get to that. Wow. the cap, or the cup. Now, if I'm using this for detail, I'll likely not even have the cup on it most of the time. Okay. Now, kind of wondering if this is the H&S Infinity. Kind of wondering if these color cups will interchange. Okay, that screws on. So, I mean, they're just about the same size anyway. The H&S is a little bit smaller. And okay, the thread seems a little bit bigger on this, to where it won't quite, you can feel it wanting to cross thread, it won't quite go on. That one goes on there, but it won't go the other way around, which is fine. I wouldn't really have any reason to swap them around anyway. It was just out of curiosity. So now, H&S does make a small micro cup that just has a rim that fits in and just doesn't expand the thing by much. If that fits, then that would probably also fit, and that would give a nice clean finish to this, to work without the cup. So that's something to consider. And those threads are just buttery smooth. At this price point, you'd expect a little bit of grindiness, but no, not at all. Let me put these zoom them. Okay. The needle looks pretty polished. There's a little bit of dark on there, but it doesn't seem to be any material. It's just the way the light hits it. Okay. And this is your adjustment for the trigger tension, which I don't know if you really need to adjust. It seems pretty soft all the way in. So, I mean, for somebody that likes an ultra soft trigger, I guess that's an option. Now this is on tight. I don't have soft gel pliers. I don't want to mar it up. I definitely need to get a pair of those. Yeah. Let me use this piece of foam. And I know in his review, Steve Nunez, who is a world-renowned artist, excellent airbrush artist, he had a little roughness here and had to polish this up. And I mean, it doesn't seem, it seems buttery smooth to me. So he said that they talked about addressing that issue. That and the fact that the trigger he found was a little stiff, pushed down for air. And I think they may have addressed that as well, because that is not stiff at all. I want to put the bearing wrench in there and pull that needle bearing out. No, I'll just leave that be. Okay. And into the front end. Here is our nozzle. It's called the spiral nozzle, and it has little channels that zigzag, and it's supposed to cut down on the harshness of the air coming out the end. So there it is. And now we put it back together. I believe that went that way. Or did it go this way? Nope, that went the other way. Okay. First we're going to have to put this in. Let's put the trigger in first. Okay. I'm going to put the needle in from the front, since we have it apart. Okay, and now we'll take it to the easel and see what it'll do. Okay, so I mixed up some Createx illustration black. It's about a 1-to-1, maybe a little more reducer than paint, but it's a pretty hot day, so. Now this thing feels very, it's at 25 PSI, I believe. Let me see here. It's at 30 PSI. And it feels like very soft coming out. And we have the Mac valve all the way open. You barely rock the trigger and you get paint. That's beautiful. Look how small these dots are. I don't know if you can see those. A little bit of spider in there. Got too rambunctious. But gonna take the cap off. Yeah. This is very capable. I don't know if you can see that, but that's tiny. So yeah, I think this is gonna be a good one. Atomized is very nice. So far, I have to say I'm pretty impressed. The trigger is very soft though for being turned all the way in. So if you like a stiff trigger, this might not be the way to go for you, or you might want to stretch the spring or try to find a stronger spring. But if you like the trigger soft, this is it. Now I'm going to knock down the pressure out on the Mac valve. It's giving me a little bit of a stippling effect like that. Okay. Turn the pressure up to 40. Put the Mac valve down. Yeah, I can get like the tiniest hairlines here. So very soft. You want detail? This brush is definitely lays down a pretty tight detail and pretty consistent. The reason I did that is because I saw somebody on a forum or in the YouTube comments or somewhere say that just pulling the trigger back without pressing it down was giving them pain, and I don't see how that's possible unless it's depressing the air valve in the process, which that's definitely not. I mean, paint's dripping down into the tip naturally. So when you give it air, you're going to get a splatter. So my verdict is yes, this is a nice detail brush, and I look forward to trying it on some actual artwork, because that's where you can really tell what is what. So when I do, I'll do a full review on it then. And this is the launch of my channel, so I got a few things to work out with my cameras and stuff. But hey, welcome to the dungeon.